Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Renegade Rants Comics. Wanted to go through some of the comic pickups I got over the week. First issue, diving right in, is going to be Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, number 5. Benjamin Percy, Danny Kim's the artist, and Juan Ferreira is the cover artist. And I don't know if anyone's reading the Percy run, the original run that he was doing for Ghost Rider, but he's got a couple books right now. He's got the Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, um, and it is a very interesting read. Blaze is no longer the Ghost Rider. Sarathos has been given to a minor character and other Marvel lore that he is not using him necessarily in the same way that Johnny did for quote unquote good. So Johnny's going after him, and he's got a buddy demon that's trying to help him. And I got so excited when I was reading this because, spoiler alert, he puts on his old Blaze uniform for when he was riding after Danny Ketch. So, really good read. It's going to be a 6-issue series, it looks like, so can't wait to finish that one off. Second one that I've got following in line is going to be Hellverine number 2. And in the run I was talking about that Percy was writing with Ghost Rider, basically they had Wolverine help out Johnny to get rid of something that he had, and then they were investigating a new demon, and the new demon somehow had taken over Wolverine, which created the Hellverine. So when this was coming out, I was super excited because Percy's writing it. It looks like Julius Oda is the artist, and then on the cover, this one I really had to look at it closely, but it looks like it was Ryan Stegman, J.P. Mayer, and Marty Garcia are the cover artists on this. But the best thing is, if you're a Wolverine fan, this is a really, really good read because Wolverine is not the Hellverine in this. So he's trying to figure out what's going on. So highly recommend this book if you haven't been reading it. Next one is actually one of my favorites right now as well. Get Fury. Garth Ennis has came back. It's a Max Comics, and if anyone remembers Garth Ennis's run on Punisher Max, it was phenomenal. So cover art on this is Dave Johnson. This is, in my opinion, the only way that we will get Frank Castle back. Whatever Jason Aaron did, and I was excited to see where he was going to go with that Punisher run, and I know it was divisive, but I, at the end of that run, just shook my head, going, "What happened here?" And this is set in the Vietnam era. Prior to him being the Punisher, Fury gets captured by the Vietnamese, and it is Castle's job to go eliminate him, so he doesn't spill any secrets. And it's so far issue 3. It's a really, really good. Reminds me of a lot of the good things that Ennis was writing when he was writing this before. So highly recommend this to anyone that's a Punisher or Frank Castle fan, even a Nick Fury fan. Now, here are some of the pickups I got from a local comic book shop that just opened in my area, the Patriot Flipper, located in the Salmon Run Mall in Watertown, New York. Had a nice conversation with the owner. Really nice guy. Has quite a bit of inventory, mostly priced out, which I was actually impressed with because they're just opened. But I did some dollar bin diving. I got a couple other issues that he had in other areas, but really nice talk with him. I probably will be able to film me going on a hunt there and maybe get a slight interview with him according to our conversation, so I'm quite excited about that. So the first one on this is going to be Weapon Plus, number 1, Wolverine and Captain America. So this was Ethan Sachs, and Scan was the cover artist. And I already had this in the collection, but this being in a dollar bin, You know, my camera is not great with the reflection, but it's in actually really good shape, and it was in a lot better shape than the one that I had, so I decided to pick that up for $1. The next one that I've got is Wolverine #8, Coyote Crossing Part 2, Ruca and Fernandez. Um, Anytime I see a Wolverine book, I pick it up. The problem that I have with Wolverine is there were so many series with him that, and they're very close. I usually can tell by the artwork which one it is, but I'll pick up like an issue 8 like this, thinking it's for one of the other series, and it turns out to be a completely different one that then I start collecting. So that right there, I'll try to get part 1, and maybe I'll just have a two-parter on that one. The next one I got is Cosmic Ghost Rider #2 Variant Edition. Now, I already had this, and this would be Cosmic Ghost Rider Volume 2 that came out last couple years. Stephanie Phillips was the writer. Juan Cabal was the artist. And the cover art on this, and this is why I picked it up, because the cover art on this, it's just, I love that costume. I love the way that they've got him set up. Was Yoon. I would try to pronounce the first name, but I'm going to butcher it. So Eugen. So really glad to add this to the collection. I have all the trades from the original Cosmic Ghost Rider, and if anyone has ever read Thanos Wins, really, really good backstory on how Frank Castle becomes a Cosmic Ghost Rider, and just, it's insanity. And one of the best reads I could recommend to you would be Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys the Marvel Universe, because it is phenomenal. Kind of a light read, and you take it with a grain of salt. Next one I got was Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance, and this was a variant edition. This is Frank Miller. So I looked at this, and I wanted to get it because it's Frank Miller. And I'm looking at the art right now going, I don't know what this is, but because everyone knows Frank Miller when he did the original Wolverine 4-issue series and the iconic cover there. I'm looking at this going, I can't believe it's the same guy, but wanted to have it in my collection. I had actually ordered this one on my pull list, and they just sent me the regular one, which is why I may be talking to the Patriot Flipper about switching my pull list. So, the next three are going to be Origin, Part 3 of 6, The Beast Within. Paul Jenkins did the script on this, and Andy Kubert pencils. So, really, really enjoyed this series. I've never had the single issues. I've read them, but I think I read my buddy of mine's. I can't even remember where I read them, but I know I've read them. But I finally wanted to get them in, so I found Part 3. Part 5. And Part 6. So I've only got 3 to go to finish them off. And then, so that'll be doing it for the weekly pickups. Less than 4 weeks to Terrificon. Hopefully I'm going to try to get a video together, maybe kind of showing how I get ready for Terrificon, just to, make sure I don't forget anything. And I might just do the video to put up just so I can watch it myself and make sure I don't forget anything, because there's a lot of people. Saturday panels alone, I'm not even going to be looking for comic books, because most of my day is just going to be going in and listening to the actors and the creators as they do the panels. Super excited about that. Benjamin Percy is going to be there, like I said, so want to have him sign quite a few of my Ghost Riders and the Hellverines. And then Chris Claremont's going to be there. I did pick up a Wolverine 8 last year. I did have him sign a couple things, so I've got to go through the list of creators again, pull out the books that I want, to have signed, and how, do you want to have 8 Wolverine 8 from the first ongoing series signed? The classic Wolverine and the tuxedo with Gray Hulk. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But hope everybody has a good rest of their weekend. Really excited about Terrificon coming up. And if you like this sort of thing, like, subscribe, comment. Don't have many subscribers right now, but I know I have quite a few views. So hopefully, if you sat through to the end, you decide to subscribe and see what's next. Thanks.